Welcome! Here are the locations for all of the weapons in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. You can find Tifas' Sonic Strikers in Chapter 7, when on the objective Sentenced to Death. They are located in the Mako Reactor 5, B5 level, and are inside a chest in the corner of the room. Next up is Aeriths' Silver Staff. You can buy it from the Moogle Merchant in Chapter 8 in the Sector 5 slums for 2 Moogle medals. Also in Chapter 8 is Cloud's Nail Bat, Negan style. You can get this weapon as a reward for completing the Kids on Patrol side quest. All you have to do is find the 5 kids with wooden swords scattered around the area. In Chapter 9 you can buy the Hardedged sword for Cloud. It's for sale at the weapons shop in Wall Market for 2,000 gil. Next up are the feathered gloves for Tifa, which you can find in Chapter 10 when on the Follow the Waterway objective. It's located in Aqueduct 1. You have to pull a lever to drain the water, and then go under the gate that lifted up to find it in a chest. Next is the Mithril rod for Aeriths, which is in the train graveyard in Chapter 11. You'll find it inside a chest by some large containers, just before you head into the main building. Also in Chapter 11 is Aeriths' bladed staff, which is found on the horse demon boss Eligor. Use the steel materia to take it from him. You can buy the steel materia from Chadley after completing battle intel number 6, 7, 8, and 9. The next weapon is found in Chapter 13, Barretts Big Bertha. You can buy it from the weapon shop at Evergreen Park in the Sector 6 slums for 2,500 gil. Next up in Chapter 14 is the Wrecking Ball for Barrett. It's a side quest reward for completing Subterranean Menace, which you can get by speaking to Weimer in the Sector 6 slums. You have to head underground and beat the Type O Behemoth to complete the quest. You can get another weapon for Barrett in Chapter 14, the Steel Pincers. Buy them from the Moogle Merchant at the Children's Secret Hideout for 7 Moogle medals. The next 2 weapons can be bought from the weapons store in Wall Market in Chapter 14 also. They are the Mithril Saber for Cloud, which is 3,000 gil, and the Arcane Scepter for Aeriths, which is 2,000 gil. Head to Chapter 16 for the next one, which is the Purple Pain for Tifa. You can find it in the part where you control Tifa and she falls from the lights. When you climb back up, don't go up the ladder, and climb the monkey bars instead to find the weapon in a chest. A bit further into Chapter 16, you'll meet the Mayor during the objective A Helping Hand. After you've spoken to the Mayor, talk to the man outside his office and pay him his asking price of 10,000 gil to get the EKG cannon for Barrett. The next weapon is found at the start of Chapter 17, in the room where Cloud wakes up. It's the reinforced staff for Aerith, and you'll find it in a chest by the couch. You can also find the Twin Stinger for Cloud in Chapter 17. It's inside a chest after the room where you'll fight a wave of enemies, ending with the Moth unit. And those are all the missable weapons. There are 8 more weapons that are given to you as progress through the game. Some are starter weapons and others you get from defeating bosses. The starter weapons are the Buster Sword for Cloud, the Gatling Gun for Barrett, the Leather Gloves for Tifa, and the Guard Stick for Aerith. You'll get the Iron Blade for Cloud when completing the Chapter 3 objective, A Job for the Neighborhood Watch. There's also the Metal Knuckles for Tifa, which you get for killing the Crab Warden boss in Chapter 5, and you get the Light Machine Gun for Barrett when you complete Chapter 6. The last weapon that you can automatically get is Tifa's Mithril Claws, which happens when you have killed the Appendage boss in Chapter 13. So there's your weapons, you'll love it. Don't forget to subscribe for more Final Fantasy VII Remake.